What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Paranormal Rush Hour. I'm your host, Ryan Rush, and tonight I've got some more paranormal for you guys. But before I get started on that, I'd like to tell you guys about my fourth age-restricted video. That's right, 4 of them now. I got an email from YouTube on the 23rd, and it said that one of my videos had been flagged by their team for review and it was not suitable for all ages. So they put an age restriction on it. And so now I am appealing that one. I had to request a review on it and I'm awaiting the results of that. I do hope the outcome is like the other 3 have been. And this one was one of my paranormal videos. So it wasn't one of the full-length videos. I've had 2 that were full-length and I think 1 other that was a paranormal video, and it wasn't that long. So I don't know what's up with this. I don't know. I mean, it said it was flagged for review. So either the algorithm picked up something in it that I found, I guess, or somebody reported me, which I don't know. I mean, I guess there's people that don't like me or anybody else. So. Who knows? But anyway, the video was one that I had shared. It wasn't even a viewer encounter or submitted email. It was a story I had found online that I thought was really interesting and I wanted to share. And it was about someone who thought they almost became a missing 411 case. So it was really interesting, and there's actually some really crazy synchronicities that happened around that email, and I'll get to those in another episode, I think, because it kind of ties into another topic that I want to talk about also, that I'm getting kind of interested in here lately, intrigued by, I guess I could say. But anyway, that's enough of that. This email is one you guys want to hear. This is from the same person that wrote in about the Sasquatch that they grew up with. And I got a lot of good feedback about that one. Like, you guys wanted to hear a lot of you wanted to hear more from them. So I emailed them back and told them to just choose a pseudonym or something to go by, like a pen name. And so we can identify them by something, because everybody wanted to hear a lot more about what they had to say. And so I hope they keep writing in. I have a feeling they probably will. They seem pretty open about this, as long as they maintain their anonymity, and I'm not going to compromise that. So we have a moniker for them now, anyway. All right. Excuse me. I'll just get to it. Hello, Ryan. You guys can call me Sam, and assign whatever gender you feel like I should be. LOL. I just cannot give much information about myself due to the public position that I hold. Trust me, if most of the local general public ever knew that I've gone through these experiences, I'd be carried out of here. Nyasa was an incredible soul, and she still visits me in dreams. They are such spiritual beings if they choose to be. Not all do. Some will choose a path of low vibration spirit, quotations. That is how Nyasa said it to me. Those would not be as capable of the things that others could do, but it also meant they weren't bound to any belief system which freed them from any tribal or family confines. I will tell you about when I first learned how she most effectively communicated. It was that first day we met, and I had been paying so much attention to how she looked at first I did not even realize that her mouth did not move when she spoke to me. When I finally did notice, which wasn't it wasn't as long as it is sounding, LOL, I asked her how she did that. She then opened her mouth and spoke my name, and the voice that came out was not anything like the one I heard before. She then said through her mind speak that she could control how her voice sounded to a certain degree. I was just amazed that this was possible. She told me that I could do it too and told me exactly what to do. It wasn't anything difficult at all. All I had to do was think of her and visualize my words as things that can travel. She always saw hers as birds that flew to whomever she was communicating with and landed in their head. She said her brother used fish. He was fond of the water. I am not the most creative person, so I went with birds too, LOL. But it worked every time. We would converse without ever verbalizing, and it was amazing. They can force you to hear them, but most will never do that. If someone is open-minded and not full of doubt about things like this, they are totally receptive of telepathy, and the Sasquatch will not ever need to force their voice on someone like that. And those are the people they will always try to communicate to first. Something I always found funny was that when they, the family, would speak to each other in their native language, they would always verbalize it out loud. I actually never asked why because I was always so mesmerized by the real voices when I'd hear them, and I also got the feeling it was done out of respect for those they are closest to. Sort of like their own tradition, in a way. Their language is one in its own. I cannot describe it because it isn't like any other. And their vocal range commands your attention as soon as you hear it at any volume. Even speaking low, they are at such a commanding range, it just makes you listen. Anyone who has heard them vocalize at all before will understand what I mean. I know you have talked about hearing them in your yard, speaking their language before, and what you said about it being a mixture of some native vernacular and Japanese is really probably the best description I've heard. It has just always been hard for me to relate it to any other language. Wow, you've got me writing a lot more than I thought, LOL. I will leave it at this for now. I'm so happy that my ParanorMAIL, I just love that, got so much interest. I wish I could reveal who I am, but I just cannot risk that. You never know how you will be received for this kind of thing, even among others who know or believe. I will say that you seem to attract a great audience. All I ever see is positivity in your comment section, and I think that says a lot about what you are doing. I will write in again soon with some more things to share. Thank you, Ryan, and everyone else who hears this. Sam. Thank you, Sam. That was really nice, and that was an awesome email. I mean, really cool. And anybody that's ever heard them can relate to how they sound like when they, I mean, if you've ever heard them talking like, I mean, it's in a foreign language. It's like, and that's what it sounds like. Native American and Japanese, like some kind of Native American language. That's what it always has reminded me of. And just the accent of the Japanese and like the articulation, the way they're just, so forceful with what they say. That's what really reminds me of the Japanese type of, I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore, way of speaking. But anyway, yeah, so that was really cool though. And I really hope we get some more of that soon. So anybody else who has anything they want to send in, please do. Send it to paranormalrushhour@gmail.com. And there's another email address you can send it to, prhparanormail@gmail.com. And I'll check it there too. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I really do appreciate all of you guys being so supportive. And I mean, it really helps motivate me a lot with all that. So, I mean, you guys interact with me. I mean, it's just more than I ever see usually on other channels like this. So, I really do appreciate all of that. And I hope it stays going like this. These days, it's It's crazy. So everybody, I really do hope that we all, stay cool throughout this next month or so and get over whatever we got to get over. And everybody stay safe, please. And do what you got to do to keep going. And just know that you're not alone in any of this. That's for sure. There are others that think about everything you think about. Just remember that. So anyway, I really appreciate everybody. And I'll be back with you guys really soon. So take it easy. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And we'll discuss whatever it is you got to say about it. All right, everybody. I appreciate you watching. And I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy.